excess demand, it will be the only the condition when the quantity demanded is more greater than the quantity supplied at the prevailing price at the market, right? So basically, we have to start from this graph and try to understand this graph that how that excess demand is get corrected and how the condition of equilibrium is achieved in the market. So for that, let us proceed towards the implications and the graph. So the first point of the implication is excess demand. See, with the close analysis of the graph, we can observe that, see, at the price P1, right, the quantity supplied is, there is a supply curve, the quantity supplied is Q2. At price P1, the quantity supplied is Q2 quantity, right? And at the same price P1, the quantity demanded is here, Q1. So the quantity supplied is Q2 and quantity demanded is Q1. So there is this much difference between the supply and the demand. So we are considering this difference as a excess demand or the situation of excess demand. So we have to correct this situation only in order to achieve the equilibrium at the point E. And we all know equilibrium is being only achieved when the supply and demand curve intersect each other, right? So what happens? See, excess demands, that is Q2 Q1, as I have mentioned here, Q2 Q1 will lead to the competition. What will happen in the market? See, as a buyer, what will you do? What will we do? As a buyer, we want to satisfy our needs, right? So we want to buy goods anyhow. So in order to buy more, what will we do? See, buyers would be ready to pay more in order to satisfy our wants. We will always tend to pay more. Why we are paying more? Because there is limited supply, less of supply and more of demand. So there comes a condition of this, that we have to pay more in order to get more, right? So buyers would be ready to pay more and to meet their demand, and hence, and in order to pay more, the prices will what, rise or not? The prices will rise, right? Because the supply is limited, and when supply is limited and demand is more, then it is a situation that customer or the buyer have to pay more in order to buy more. So what happens? As I have mentioned here, prices will rise. Then what is the implication of price rise? We have studied two things: law of demand and law of supply. So let us see. When the price rises, right? Price rises. What happens with supply? Supply also